Sandy Plains is 900 kilometres west of Brisbane, so roughly 9 hours by car. Not a trip you will be wanting to make every weekend. Which means this is your new home, your community, your life, not just your job. The reason our location and the need to work within and with the community is such an important issue is because this is where you live, work, socialise and dream whilst you're a teacher at Sandy Plains. Doug Lemov, known for his Teach Like a Champion books, states that a great teacher is a happy, contented, yet driven person. So ensuring you are comfortable helps to ensure that you can be successful, and therefore so can our school. We are fortunate in this area, with our internet being fairly reliable, so you do have communication back home and it can be frequent. However, in order for you to enjoy your time, you will need to form bonds and relationships with local people. Importantly then, you need to understand the makeup of this community. Most students at the school are from local properties, most of which are either sheep or cattle farms. We continue to struggle through the drought, and this affects all locals, not just our farmers. The drought affects everyone, the local businesses in particular, as there's no flow-on money from the farmers to flow on. Furthermore to this is the fact that 35% of our students identify as Aboriginal or Torres Strait Islander. So understanding customs and expectations in intercultural interactions is critical. If you don't know, please ask. Be honest about your level of understanding and open to learning new things. This will allow the Indigenous community to teach you what they want you to know. And this will assist in your social interactions as well as in your ability to successfully teach all of your students. Finding ways to communicate and interact and just generally be part of the local community will provide benefits to all parties involved. For you, this community interaction is not only important to ease your loneliness, but it also forms part of the Australian teaching standards that we all must work hard to represent. The Australian Institute for Teaching and School Leadership outlines the importance of this interaction in not just one statement. Statement 3.7, where you are asked to engage with parents or caregivers in the educative process. This means you need to be aware of the things that are important to your particular community in order to teach within their context. Vitally important in a small community. The second pair of statements that are vital in this area is 7.3 and 7.4, involving engaging parents and carers, teaching networks, and the broader communities. These highlight the importance of cooperation and networking to achieve higher levels of success. Whilst you may have come across interested parents before, smaller communities tend to feel they have larger stakes in the running of their local schools, due mainly to the fact that many parents may also have attended this school once. Therefore, the pride and protection they feel can be more intense. Further to this, whole documents are devoted to community partnerships, suggesting the benefits are too large to be ignored. Education Queensland, for example, developed the Parent and Community Engagement Framework in 2014. This document is provided as a link below, as it contains not only the goals for schools to achieve, but also the suggested evidence to say that the school is achieving these goals. Here at Sandy Plains, we have a good rapport with the community and work hard to maintain this. Resources and strategies to help you achieve this are to follow, but this document is a key starting point. In 2008, the Ministerial Council on Education, Employment, Training and Youth Affairs created the Melbourne Declaration. This document presents strong thoughts on the importance of developing strong partnerships with families and communities to ensure the development of mutual benefits as well as to help maximise all student engagement. No doubt you will have encountered this document, but make sure that you've taken time to read it carefully, in particular the justifications on developing stronger partnerships to help you understand why we as a school place so much focus in this area. Now that you can see the implications of positive and consistent community engagement for benefiting both the students and yourself, it is time to work on how you can make this happen. Firstly, try to make sure all your first meetings are positive, as in small communities in particular, everyone knows everyone and word will spread, and you want it to be a positive word. Introductions. Be sure to take time out of your unpacking to meet and greet as many locals as you can. Keeping in mind you want to be seen as polite and friendly and professional all at the same time, but you don't want to be too bossy or you can scare people off. You are a representative of the School and Education Queensland, so ensure you behave appropriately and work within the established code of conduct. This will be linked further below. For example, be social, go to the pub, have a nice dinner, but please don't drink until you fall over. It's not a good impression. Finding a happy medium is critical to you finding your place within this new environment. Whilst this may all seem a bit overwhelming and a lot to remember, the benefits will go beyond this into the long term and will allow for ease of communication with the parents of your students and hopefully lifelong friendships and support. Communication and involvement with the community is key to students and school success. Utilising a daily communication tool like a PST book, parent, teacher, student, a diary, that you can use to send notes and receive notes from parents each day is another helpful option. Another option, depending on the tech savviness of your parents, is an app called BuzzBomb. See the link below. This app allows you to send immediate pictures, notes, either to all parents or a singular parent. Now, this can help if you have students that are not particularly good with remembering their communication diaries, or students that perhaps don't want their parent to see the communication diaries. Of course, simple emails are also an option, and several teachers are reverting to texting. But please ensure that if you do email, that you're utilising your school email. This is to help ensure professionalism and accountability if needed. Parent engagement is very effective at helping to encourage student engagement, and keeping parents and families in regular contact help to ensure that reporting time can be smoother and more successful for all. Wildley, Clark and Kin, 2010, state that the most successful schools have strong partnerships with school community or local communities. Now, involving the community as part of the school means we have teams, but this means providing open and honest communication, not just about what you are teaching, but how you are teaching as well. The above communication options can help to communicate, but there are so many other strategies to enjoy. Inviting parents in for regular classroom visits, not just before or after school to talk to you, but during lessons, so that they can engage with students and learning, or even just observe the students and their learning, can help further their engagement and help to gain more support. The link below, Strengthening Family and Community Involvement for Student Learning, provides links to many amazing documents, as well as advice on where to access some more helpful resources. While it's not a government document, the advice offered here is brilliant to work through, and the links often offer clear and helpful justifications and resources. To assist you in engaging further, think about the context and relevance of what you are teaching and how you can incorporate the community into it. For example, with 35% of our students identifying as Indigenous, asking some elders to assist with cultural studies incorporated into history or geography will lead to a stronger school community relationship, as well as helping to engage students in either unknown cultural lifestyle or engage those that do know and help them to form a deeper understanding of their own culture. This is actually suggested in the Australian curriculum, so have a look through and see if you can work it in. Further to this, Relevance in the inclusion of valid local context is also critical. For example, a weather unit. Incorporate your local farmers into discussions on drought. The community will feel your support and the students can form a deeper understanding of local issues. Wiggins and McTighe promote the importance of teaching relevant context and content to further student engagement. So as you can see, the importance of engaging with your community, both within the school environment and outside of it, is critical to the success of both you as a personal teacher and also to that of the school and the success of your students.